ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chronicles of Rins. You just tuned into this vlog channel on YouTube. My name is Rins if you're watching for the first time. So we'll do a quick wrap up of what we've been talking about in the month of November. We are talking about Fruition, and what makes this episode very spectacular is because I have my very good friend. His name is Bayo, Adebayo, Adenekan. I hope I got it right this time.
Yes,
Mr. Bayo.
you did get it right.
Wow, how have you been? I'm so glad to see you.
I'm good. I'm also glad to be here too.
Wow, okay, Bayo, I know you've been seeing our show on YouTube.
Yes,
We've been talking about the laws of success. And I think that's what made you to come to me and tell me this 3D of success. I don't know how you put it, but I know you have something to tell us today.
Yeah, okay, if I may start.
Yeah, just please
Success.
start.
Success is so key, it's very vital. Every human craves to be successful as an individual and in one thing or the other.
Yeah.
And to be successful, first of all, there's an acronym I have, or I'll call it 3D of success.
3D of success.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something I just learned of recent and was put together. The first stands for discovery.
Okay.
And discovery is so vital, it's very important if an individual is going to be successful in his life, because we are a bundle of gifts and talents, passion, cravings. We have all of that on the inside of us. And for you to be successful, you first have to discover that craving on the inside of you. And that craving is something that you actually have to offer to the world. And success begins from within. It's something that grows from within and goes on the outside.
I know you have a lot of things to say, but before you jump over to the second point, I want you, how do we discover who we are? How?
Okay. The first step to discovering yourself is prayer.
Prayer.
Yes.
The God factor.
Exactly.
How important is that?
Prayer is so key. Okay, let me use this illustration. Imagine a ceiling fan and its switch. The ceiling fan is useless if it doesn't have a switch that controls it. So the relationship within the fan and the switch is that thing that connects them, the wire. That is like our prayer. That's what prayer is to us. You cannot function to your fullest potential unless you are connected to your source, and which is also known as your sustenance.
I never saw that way. The ceiling fan and the switch. So the second point, you have another day.
Yeah, the second point is development. Development is so key. Like I said, we are a bundle of giftings, talents, a whole lot of that, but it's in a raw state.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it it's not good enough to offer. You need to work on it. As a singer, you might have a good voice, but you don't have the music skill. You need to train yourself in music. Then you combine your talent and the skills. Then you produce something that is so great that the world just sees and they are wowed by it.
Yeah. Master, you said it this way: talent is not enough.
It's not enough.
It's never enough. I don't really want to spend much time on that because I know you have something to say about this. The third D. Can we do that, please?
Yeah, the third D is deployment. Deployment is very key because if you go, it's a process. And if you don't go into the last D, the deployment phase, then your success is not complete. Because deployment basically means what you have on the inside that you eventually developed, you now bring it out to the world to see. And what you are deploying is solutions to people's problems, because that is what draws people close to you. Once you have solutions to problems, people tend to draw close to you. And when you are deploying, there are also key things I would like to emphasize there. First of all, to be successful, you need to have what we call focus. You don't have to do everything. Focus. There was a place I used to work back then. There's an acronym. Okay, focus is an acronym. Then there's a word we got out of it. They said, follow one course until success.
Follow
one course until success.
FOCUS. Did you hear that? Follow one course until success.
That is very key, very, very important. Then the second step in deployment is excellence. You deploy with excellence. Always give your best. always give your best. And when you give your best, it shows your commitment to that thing you actually are trying to give to people. And people tend to sense it. They are so sensitive to this kind of, they can perceive it.
Receive
exactly.
excellence.
They can perceive excellence. And people love excellence, you know. And the last phase of the other part of it, okay, I'll say deployment is action. Yes. Action is very important because you need to be engaged in something in order to be successful.
Wow.
Success is
not
shown.
automatic.
It's not automatic. It is shown by the fruits. It's the fruits of success that you see, that you can say someone is successful. And how do you bear these fruits? You show it in terms of action. Do you understand? You engage yourself in activities. There's this word I got from my mentor. You know, he used this illustration, and this was where I understood this. It's very difficult for God to take you to the path where you are going to succeed if you are just being static. You know, it's very difficult to turn the steering of a car that is just out of the spot. But once a car is on the move, you can use one hand to cruise. So it's very easy. So action is very important. It's so key in deployment. So you must be engaged in something in order to succeed.
I hope you guys are amazed as I am. I'm so blown off, Mr. Bayo. Oh my God. I would have to have you again on the show. I would have to, but we have to just come in again today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode. Mr. Bayo, thank you for coming. Thank you. You know, you're a very busy man, but thank you for coming. I used to tell them something at the end of the show: keep being inspired. But I don't want to say it today. I want you to do that for me.
Okay, people, keep being inspired.
Keep being inspired, and until next time, keep being inspired. Thank you very much.